Hello, my beautiful collective. It's Kai. It's possible. It's possible to heal from the breakage. It's possible to work through it. It's possible to have a conversation. It's possible to understand. One of the biggest things that I've learned from allowing the space through forgiveness is that people will surprise you. Always. This ability to move through life, let things go, allow yourself to experiment, go out and expand your own awareness. I literally today did such a big step for my inner child in having a conversation after I got really angry, livid angry, like screaming, punching a wall type angry. And the thing that really struck a chord with me was how I would treat this person if it was me doing that to me. Right? Because that's typically what it is. What am I willing to allow? I was reading this thing about non-negotiables, and it's funny, when I read that in the past, I'd be like, what? Something so secure that it's a non-negotiable? and then it's also this awareness of self that I do allow the expansion to happen by being a negotiating person. Not to compromise, but to present how I feel without the expectation that this person needs to respond in a certain way for this to work out. No, it's going to work out however it's going to work out. Truly. We can't control anyone outside of ourselves. We can't change people. It is their own choice. To say that I could change someone is taking away the power that they withhold in their choices. So I told her that it really hurt. And it's not okay to treat me like that. And it's just not the same. I'm not gonna yell. I'm not angry. I'm upset and I'm hurt. And I feel this pain and it triggered me. And I was so frustrated, but I wanted to come to this conversation because I wanted to understand where she was coming from. I didn't want to hear these things in my mind. I wanted to actually know what exactly they're going through and then share what I'm going through and still meeting each other in that space. Once again, this is all based on my own experience. I'm not trying to tell you what to do or what works best for you. That's for you to discern. And with all due respect, it's not my place. So truly, when it came to this connection, I realized that, this is love. Where I don't want to hurt this person and I don't want to be hurt. By me being around this person, is it hurting me? Or is it allowing me to accept more parts of myself? Even as I say that, I recognize that there is an intermixed way of living that allows us to experience every single aspect of that in all of its different ways, simultaneously, through the extremes, through the silence, through the boredom, through the creation, through anything. And so I sit in front of you guys to let you know that I proved to myself that it's possible. That I don't have to yell or scream or over-explain just to get a point across. I just need to be myself. I just need to be myself. I need to do it my way, not the highway. It's my way so that I can show me more of me, so that I can accept more of other people. So it continues, and I grow, and I feel it. I feel the negativity leave me because I let it go. Not because it's suddenly, no. I worked on this. I worked on this every single time I got triggered. I was like, I can do this. I can do this. I can have this conversation. I'm upset. I'm experiencing upset. Anger is present here. And I literally, it clicked. It just clicked. And I was like, oh shit, I can totally fucking do this shit. I can alchemize the fuck out of this so smoothly, as long as I allow it. As long as I allow myself to experience this process. And yes, sometimes I redirect. Sometimes I sit in silence. Sometimes I space out. Sometimes it doesn't matter what it is. It's whatever your prospects are for you, what you're allowing yourself. That is literally what it was for me. And then I realized, oh my God, I need to say something. There's a difference between this want to say something, to explain my situation to this person. They don't know me. I know me to the best of my abilities. And that's what I recognized, that my reaction to this experience is showing me my level of awareness of self. Your perception of others is a reflection of you. Your reaction to others is the level of awareness of yourself. And I have that as a sticky note. So a reflection of me is the perception of others. The awareness of myself is allowing me to respond to people and hold space for the reaction, even if I am dysregulated and I'm literally shaking. Even if I think those things in my mind, I understand that I can witness this, I can observe it, and I can interrupt the thought. Experiencing the emotion in my body and not identifying it to intellectualize it so it makes sense. No, I'm just feeling it. And then I bring it all together, and it's the whole soul. The whole soul's journey. That is why 3 represents the mind, the body, the heart, so therefore the soul. And it forms a triangle, which is the strongest shape, and period. And it's not even like pride where it's egotistical. It's gratitude pride. I'm so proud of myself for bringing me to this point, because younger me was so fucking there today. So there, and she just wanted to be seen, taken into account, understood, yes, to a level, but truly respected for where she was coming from, not what other people thought that I was coming from. That's what it is. And I am so fucking here for this shit. I am so fucking here for this shit. I could feel it. I could feel her hand in my hand as I drove over to this person to have this conversation. And I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show you exactly. And it felt like she was there. And it's so crazy because I literally work with kids, and it felt like a form of a kid was there. And I was like, it's okay. You're safe. You're safe It's calm. I'm here for you, and I feel your grief and your pain. Not even grief necessarily, because truly, I do feel like grief on the more dominant occasion is where love just seemingly has nowhere to go, right? But truly, that love coming back to myself is what it is, as well as letting go. It's an interesting thing. I hope this helped, because truly, I literally would have never been able to fathom this reality as a child. That I would be able to have a conversation and that she wouldn't suddenly blow up on me or get defensive or make excuses. And I mean that in a frantic way. I wanted this to be a space where I could say how I felt and she could respond in kind. And we did. And I felt it. And I really felt it. It allowed me to not only show her grace, but also myself. I don't know better than anybody else. I'm still figuring it out every single time. And that's what I'm willing to do, is literally just figure it out. Because that is what it is. I don't know what other people are going through. I don't know what they're thinking in their head. And if I never fucking ask, or if I never express myself, then where's my detriment truly? Me. I am stopping myself from receiving this information. So therefore, I'm misinformed. I'm underinformed. There's a lack of information here. This was with my mom. If I'm being so fucking for real with you guys, it was with my mom. And it was beautiful the way that she allowed space and opened up herself in her own ways. And I know that it's hard because I've been going through that. Healing through the trauma, not blaming other people for my own situation, not putting myself into victim mode. There's nothing wrong with feeling hurt or pain. It doesn't make you weak. It actually just makes you really soft. And I just felt like I was honoring my softness, and I just naturally started crying in front of her. And I was like, gosh, it just feels like you don't even care. It feels like that. But I know that that's not the case. And I know that you never meant to hurt me growing up and in this moment that I'm bringing up. But it hurts. And I need you to know that. Because I don't know if I can continue this, if this is going to continue. This pattern, this cycle. Something needs to change. And so I decided what I can do, in other words, is choose to not project my anger on her. Instead, to try and have a conversation where I could truly understand why. Her reason why, not my reason why. Because after experiencing that flash of anger, I realized all of the levels of understanding by literally experiencing the emotion. That is why it's so important. Because then you understand yourself and you don't seek that outside of you, but you ask, please. This is my boundary. Please respect that. If not, so be it. Truly. The impermanence of life. Who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows if she'll even uphold her promise to me. And my dad as well. I asked him to promise to put on enhancer tonight, which is an aloe vera, I don't know, it's like an aloe vera gel. It's because he tans really easily and he was getting burned, and I was like, oh, Papa, you wear sunscreen. Please. My dad is like, I don't like the feeling of it. But I care enough for my family to let go of my pride and ego, because obviously I learned the hard way what it really feels like to lose someone that you wish that you could say so much more to. And that's what I feel with my family, but in a different way. Yes, there's love, but there's also fear. And it took a level of courage today to do this. And I just did it. I followed my intuition. That's literally what it is. And my body just was drawing me towards them, her, us. I'm a Capricorn moon, man. Family really fucking matters to me. As much as like Cancerian energy is the house of the home, it still very much reminds me so much of Capricorn. It's interesting to even say that out loud, because it's like, I couldn't agree more. I'm gonna leave it at that. Thanks for being here. Thanks for allowing me to speak about this, because it's such a significant memento. Thank you for being you. Seriously. Seriously. And thank you for being alive. Truly. I'm sending you guys so much love and support on your own spiritual journey.